toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first swing of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Finding an escape route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
To the air, it's Dampier. Makes a connection. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utah! And they have the first points of the game. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Going to swing it on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Ott. Got room to work. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Let's go. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Brooks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. From the gun, looking for a man. Fakes to grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Utes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Really, really good pursuit by the defense. It's tough, but once you roll outside the pocket, you kind of cut the field in half, and he's getting pursued by everybody. Nowhere to throw the football. Great chasing angles by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And that's a really positive end to the first half. Driving down the field, putting that drive together, using all the clock, and most importantly, getting the 3 and tying this football game up.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far, and it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense has it, they're on the move. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo.
Dropping back, it's Mateer.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Parker.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Offense gets set for second down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's got an open man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. To the air, it's Dampier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown Sooners. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Quarterback making adjustments. 4th down, gotta have it here. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, he gets a hand on it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Oh, and the defense needed that, right? If that field goal gets made here in the second half, all of a sudden it's a two-possession game. But by getting the block, they keep this thing really close. Let's see how their offense can respond.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away.
He's going up top. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.